Hey y'all, it's Keisha. I'm back. It's been a minute since I went live. That looks, that looks good. Holy crap. That is not bad. That is not bad. So I'm printing a job today. It's just 24 shirts. I thought I'd go live for it, but I'm trying out this new white, and that came out beautiful. And that was with one hit. Hell yeah. That's awesome. I already love it. I already love it just because of that. Okay. Just because of that. I'm trying to decide, do I want to even use all four or just roll with one today? I don't know. But I thought I'd show you real quick which white I'm using. I decided to try out what everybody was saying was a high quality white, and I bought a gallon of it because that was the only option I had. And I was like, I don't know at first, but I kept hearing people talk about this particular white, so I decided to give it a shot. It is, the Will Flex Epic Amazing Bright Tiger White. I kept hearing people talk about this white, and they're like, it's so easy, it's so creamy, straight out the bucket, da da da. I'm like, is it? Because I've struggled so much with white, you guys, like, everybody knows. But I thought I'd give this one a shot. Because I mean, honestly, out of all the whites I've tried so far, I've only had a somewhat easy time with one of them, and that one was the Union one, which I do still like. I bought my stuff. I buy my stuff from Grimco a lot of the time, and with that one, they wanted me to buy 4 quarts, and I was like, I don't want to buy 4 quarts. If I'm going to do that, why not just have a gallon? They're like, no, we don't have a gallon. I'm like, okay. So I'm trying this, and so far, I mean, the test print just told me that this is probably going to go really good for me. So I think I'm going to recommend this white. I think people are right about it. I think they're right. I'm digging it. So today I'm printing on some next level, uh, whatever the cotton one is. I never remember the name of it, but it's 24 of them for a local wealth joint, wealth planning. They were gonna order some hats for me, but I don't know what happened to that conversation. I think I'm gonna do these last. For whatever reason, I really don't like to. Well, maybe I'll just do it first. Let's do it. I mean, it should fit. I got a couple of kid shirts to do. Yeah, this one will fit. Okay. Oh no, that one's already got white ink on it. How the F did that happen? Let's just wipe that off. Let's just wipe that off. It'll wash out anyway. As long as it doesn't cure. I don't know how on earth that happened, but alright. That's alright. So I just want to make sure. It's always interesting printing kid shirts. And I don't, oh yes, I have done a pocket ground one already. I think I'm gonna just do it right there. Yeah. Let's see how this goes. Holy crap. Wow, I cannot believe that's off of one hit. It's so bright. That's so bright. Wow. I love it. That's great. That's fantastic. That is awesome. And he said it cures at 300 degrees. It's not technically a low cure, but it's got a lower cure than some inks. So I think they were right, guys. I think they were right. So I think I'm going to stick with this white. Because, like, just off the test print, like the other whites that I've done, they've never been that easy. They've never been that easy. And the crazy thing is, one of the whites that I've used, I mean, it's not a well known brand, but it's not cheap either. It's not cheap. Sure. We good there, yeah. Wow. That's awesome. Oh yeah, this is gonna go much faster because I really didn't want to print flash print. I just didn't. I didn't want to do it. I also am trying out a new tape. Get that out. Make sure that clears. Yeah, the color kind of missed that one up. That's all right. They're just kid shirts. Okay. There's only two of them. Let's see. But yeah, how's your guys' Monday going? We got, hi, Nani's Journey. Yes, it's my pleasure. Sorry, I've been away for like a month. Things have just been like just crazy and all over the place and disorganized, if I'm being totally honest. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm trying to figure that out. I did end up getting myself, I've been working on trying to get some automation in my life. That's just what I need. It'll help me a lot. So, all right, those are the youth photos up. Those are done. But I ended up finally getting myself a, what do you call that? An auto attendant for my phone. I finally did it. I've been talking about that and putting it off for so long. And I finally did it and I love it. I love it so much. I don't get as many of the robocalls anymore, which was really getting annoying. For whatever reason, they've been really ramping up the last couple of weeks here for me. So these are small. Dang, these must run really small. This doesn't feel like this. This feels like extra small. Like putting it on here. But yes, if you say so. So yeah, I've been loving that. I've had a couple people call me when I've had it on, and they're like, "Who's this person? What happened to your phone? What's going on?" I'm like, "It's my new iPhone attendant." Yes. Okay. I cannot believe how easy this white is. That's crazy. So I just got that a week ago. Actually, not even. It hasn't even been a week. I got it like last Wednesday. And I like that. And I didn't know this, but I like that it sends the voicemails to your email, which is nice. So I don't have to worry about my phone voicemail getting full with that kind of stuff. I really just it gets full so fast with stuff. So, but I really dig that it does that. So it helps me stay organized with, okay, I know this is coming from, the business. So yeah, I'm loving that. And my next thing to automate is emails. I'm still working on that and I'm going to be using Klaviyo for that right now. Well, actually, that's a lie. I'm going to be, well, yes, Klaviyo, but I'm going to actually be using, I'm going to be doing Gmail with it too, just because most of my communication is through Gmail. I only use Klaviyo for like promotional, like I'm promoting myself through that email, like newsletter or whatever. But like communicating with quotes and stuff like that, that's my Gmail. So, but I want to automate that too because, or at least some parts of it, because I spend so much time. I do have templates, but I don't know. I got to find a way to automate some part of that for myself. And I know that there's like trigger words you can use for it. So these shirts are so small. Wow, I feel like I'm printing a kid shirt. And the crazy part is one of these are mine, and I don't know. I don't like my shirts to be like that small. But she wanted these, so I'm just trying to roll with it. I feel like that's too low. What do you think? I think I hit that too, like it's too low. Yeah, that's too low. Yeah, that one was too low. That's okay. So I'll bring it up a little bit. But how are things in your world? How are things going for you? Are you busy? Because I was slow for like, I don't know, about 3 weeks. I wasn't getting as much, you know, that was happening. Knocked out my orders, and I was like, oh crap, I gotta like start doing something. Um, but now, whatever happened in the last like week, it just was a lot. And then I got another big order from organization. So I'm really, really excited about that. Um, I'm a little afraid of it, but because I got that order, that's why I wanted to get that white because I wanted to use an easy white that will let me do a one hit white and still look good. And this is one that people kept recommending. So it's like, all right, let me give it a shot if you say so. I think that's like, wow. Huh. Okay, that was better. I like that. That's a better placement. That's up there. That's good. I like that. But yeah, I wanted to get a good white because this job for this particular person, they're a national like brand or whatever organization. So I really don't want to mess that up. And I got lucky the first time. I feel like I got somewhat lucky anyway. Yeah, I'm cutting some flyers for a local municipality that's having. Oh, okay, cool. So you do like paper printing too, as well as like what all do you do besides that? I thought about paper printing, and I get people that's like, yeah, I need some flyers, and like I entertained it for exactly 2 seconds. I was like, I don't want it. I just don't want that for me. But there's definitely, you know, you get the right company or whatever. There's money there. So okay, that's looking a little fuzzy around there, a little bit. I did get I bought myself a rolling pen for if because I didn't know if I was gonna have to flash print this. I was hoping I didn't, and I don't. But I got it just in case. But I'll probably end up doing that on the next order I have to use white for, just because um, that it's gonna be fleece, and I think that would just be a better idea to do that. Make sure it gets those fibers down. These actually print really good. I This is only my second time printing next level. I usually have customers ask me for bill of canvas, which is fine, but I bill of canvas just I don't know. It doesn't, or and maybe it's just a me thing. It's probably just a me thing, but I'm not used to these shirts. Like it looks weird, like it's too high. That looks like it's too high. I'm gonna pull it here for a second. It doesn't help because they're so tight. They're hugging the crap out of this plant right now. These do not feel like small. Oh my gosh. So yeah, anyway, I forgot what I was talking about. I'm just happy to see it's not giving me any problems. Yes. Oh, I'm so excited. Yeah, that's how I started, but I also do t-shirts, tumblers, keychains. Oh, okay, cool, sweet. So you do a lot of sublimation and stuff then. I thought about doing that too. I actually have a sublimation printer and I never use it. Like it's been sitting there for probably about a year now. But the only reason I don't use it is because I have a clamshell heat press and I just find I don't know if it's just because it's this press or in general, I didn't dig that deep, but um I just every time I print it on it or print some like t-shirts and stuff, it will ghost. So it's like I can't give that to anybody. So I just decided not to do it. I'd rather just give that customer to somebody who hold on, let me look at this. Give that customer to somebody who wants to do that, can do it, and it's clean work. This heat press, I guess, or whatever it is just Does too much for me with sublimation. Keith Bob's Rhinestone Designs license. Wow, you do everything. You do everything. You don't get overwhelmed with that? I feel like I would get overwhelmed like offering everything. I tried that in the beginning. I was just everywhere and like I don't know. I guess that's just a me thing. Wow. So what would you say is like the bulk of your orders? Like what do your customers usually come to you for like the most out of everything? All right. Yeah, I am not liking how tight these are. I'm gonna have to tell customers that these run small. I really had no idea. This is like worse than Bella Canvas. I thought Bella Canvas ran small. Jeez. These run really small. Okay. Do I like that? That's gonna have to work. Hmm. Fascinating. I think it's just the shirt. I am not used to the shirt. It just looks weird. But I'm gonna keep rolling. And of course, I'm using a 110 mesh for this, for anybody that wanted to know. 110 mesh with a, I actually don't know exactly what this durometer is, but if I had to guess, it's probably a 75. It feels a teeny bit harder than my 70s, but I don't think it's an 80. So, oh my gosh, did it work? Okay. I was so nervous about this job just because I'm traumatized from dealing with uh, the other white inks, and I was like, it's gonna take me forever to get this like going. Like, I'm gonna struggle a lot because I always do with white. But no, this has been so easy. This is literally the easiest time I've had with it. I love it. I love it. Whoa. Yeah, these look like kid shirts. Jeez. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, this is coming out really, really good. Huh. They just look so strange to me. But hey, I can't waste too much time on it. Can't waste too much time. I got this week's gonna be crazy for me. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be too crazy because I got, aside from that big order, and the big order I actually have a ton of time on. Because that one's gonna be a Christmas order for this organization, but they just paid me early, which I like. Very happy about that. Because it gives me, I like it because it gives you time, like if you're struggling or if there's any issues, if the people lose your package or whatever, which I had that happen a couple months ago, it gives me time to like replace that and handle that. Just any issues that come, you're not like feeling that kind of pressure, you know? So it's nice. But yeah, I would definitely recommend this white ink. If anybody watches this, this is the one. This is officially my white ink. And I might end up replacing the Bella Canvas with this shirt, even though they run small, but so does Bella Canvas. And it's not really any different from them at the end of the day, to be honest. But I like the way it prints. It prints really good. Wow. It's like the perfect combination going on right now. I love it. And the other thing about this white is that I don't have to use reducer with it. This is the first time I've printed with a white. And I didn't have to put a reducer in it. It just comes right out the thing. Like, well, not totally right out the bucket because it's cold down here, but I'm in Omaha, so it's getting a little chilly. It's warm today, so I think that's helping. But this basement just, man, I don't know. It's just really affected by the weather, I guess. I don't know if it's just I guess it's the patio door. I'm not sure, but it's really hard to get it warm in here. It's really, really hard to get it warm and keep it warm. So I'm thinking about getting a space heater to just run down here, just to help me out this year, because I struggle with that. But yeah, I have no reducer in this white right now, and I can't believe it's coming out this good. I just can't believe it. It's amazing. It really is. How many colors can you lay down on a garment? With this press, I can, if I had an underbase, I could do 5. If I didn't have an underbase, I could do 6. So this is my 6'2". It's full at right now. I got to reclaim all of this stuff. But yeah, that's what I could lay down. And I just upgraded this 3 months ago. So, and I've been loving it. I've been loving it. And it did so good on this recent school job I finished, actually a month ago. um, I had no issues with shifting. I had no issues with anything. I mean, nothing. She was perfect the whole time. Even when I left and went out of town to train, came back and just started rolling again. I didn't even have to do anything. It was wonderful. Um, I did have a Riley Hopkins 4-1. I don't know if you've seen it, but that's what I was working on with no micros or anything. In fact, I haven't even really used the micros on this. Most of my jobs are 1 or 2 colors and they don't touch. If it's 2 colors, they don't touch. Like the school order I did, that one didn't touch. I ain't moving so slow. I'm just chatting with you guys. This is 24 shirts. I'm not in a rush. I'm just chilling. But yeah, after I did a few orders and I was like, you know what, I need to upgrade something. Though I think if I had to do it again, I went back 3 months ago and was like, all right, I'm ready to buy a piece of equipment. I think I would have got the conveyor dryer first. And I fought with myself so long over that. I was like, the conveyor dryer would make more sense. It would make more sense. But I don't know. I decided on the press. And where I'm at, it's just hard to find a conveyor dryer close to me that is what I'm looking for. Um, and usually when I do find it, it's not close. So, or it's just not what I want. Or usually the problem is it's like it can't be vented. I want one, or I need one. It's not even a want. I need one that can be vented so I can, vent it out this door. Because on these long jobs, not this, but like the school order or something, um, it just gets too smoky in here for me. I don't like it. So I want to vent those fumes out of here as much as I can. I don't even have the door open right now. I should open the door. But I mean, with the pocket print, it don't generate hardly anything. So I'm not bothered by it. This is going so good. I love it when I can just cruise through a job and have fun with it. It's just awesome. I love it. But yeah, I only mixed it a little bit. I didn't even use the drill mixer. I just mixed it by hand and I sat it right next to my flash dryer while it was heating up, and this is what I got. I love it. It's great. It's so easy. It's so easy. Yay. And this is like my favorite kind of order too, anyways, because I like pocket prints. It's my favorite kind of print to do. Oh, I'm losing one. It's my favorite kind of print to do. All right, I'm already halfway done here. Okay, now we're getting to like normal stuff with me. Like, I hope she doesn't complain about these because I did not know they ran this small. I hope she knows. I don't think she does though. I didn't either. Because I'm like, the last ones I did, I don't know, they didn't feel this small. All right. Okay. Yeah, so my next order after this is going to be a reorder for my guy Burton, who's always ordering stuff from me. But he wants another reorder of hoodies and t-shirts, and then he added some more polos. So after I'm done with this, I reburnt a screen for him because I'm going to try a 110 screen for his order. Just because of the hoodies. Just because of the hoodies. The 160 was cool, but I just think it would work a little bit better with what I got here with a 110. But I'm mostly just looking to make it like quicker and easier for me. So I'm also thinking about upgrading, or I don't know, adding to my thing here. It's called PMI gel. So it's like the Ryonet, like what is that thing? The print grip that I have on my other press, the yellow sheet. I love it. I love it. It makes setup so much faster. It's easy. You just squirt water, wipe. Wait for it to dry, and you're done. And it dries really fast. But PMI has PMI gel, so it's the same thing, but theirs actually changes colors from green to yellow to let you know that the pallets are warmed and ready to go. I dig that. I dig that. So, because that is something I kind of question myself sometimes if it's ready, but I might not even need that, y'all, because that was mostly for white. But this ink is so easy. I mean, it's just so easy. I may not even need to do that. Oh man, it's just getting better and better. Yeah, I love it. I love it. So, what are you getting ready to do for the holiday season for your customers, Nani? What are you doing? Because Thanksgiving and Christmas is coming up. People are already talking about it. I was just at a hangout this weekend, and people were like, "Let's sing some Christmas songs." I'm like, it's still October. I don't want to hear anything about Christmas right now. I just don't. I just don't. So, but it's that time of year, and it seems to be getting earlier and earlier all the time. So, but it is something as business owners we need to be planning for. And I have a plan for myself, but I just need to actually sit down and do it. But are you do you have any designs ready to go? Are you going to be selling designs, or what you think you're going to do? It's a little hard for me because I don't sell those kind of things. I've thought about it, but I don't know. But I was kind of thinking maybe I could make some digital products, like digital designs or something, to sell for other people to make Christmas gifts and stuff with. But I don't know. Oh gosh, come on. There we go. Okay. I haven't even had people ask me for it yet, like anything besides this organization, because they're going to give those out as Christmas gifts to people. But yeah, no one else so far. I missed Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I wanted to do something for that. Missed it again. Missed it again. Hence the need for organization. Need that. But I did get myself finally some. I've been wanting to do postcards for myself to advertise um, my services. And I came up with a design in Canva, and I think it was kind of fire. So I'm really excited to use those. And I started handing them out last week at a conference I went to, and people liked it. So I'm like, all right, maybe this is the move. I know why that's happening. Okay. Okay. And I got 1,000 of them for like $50. It was a great deal. It was a great deal. So I got 1,000 cards to give out for the around this time because I want to do some holiday printing, like event printing. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to be sending that email out either today or tomorrow to my customers to see when they're having a holiday party. Okay. Oops. Still got this one. Man, I love this ink. Oh my gosh. Yes. Trying to make everything easier for myself. Like 2025 for me is going to be what makes Keisha's life easier. Just anything, everything easier for me. Because this year, I've done a lot. But I've done a lot of scrambling and just, yeah. So things have been really, really disorganized for me, even though it's been good. It's like, it's stressful when things aren't organized and you're feeling all over the place all the time. It's a quick road to burnout, which I have hit a little bit. Not saying I'm going to quit this. That is not what I'm saying. I love printing. I'm just talking about I need to, that's a sign I need to reevaluate what I'm doing, right? I need to put better systems in place. Wow. Cool. I have a lot of DTF transfers ready to press. If I go to these events, I sold some breast cancer awareness t-shirts. Nice. Not a whole lot. Yeah. Hey, if you sell one, it's still a win. I used to think like that too. Cause, when I did this was my first year doing the farmer's market, and I made some t-shirts too, like pre-made, and they didn't sell hardly very well at all this year. People were confused by the design. Whatever. Okay. But man, I'm telling you, I sold like 2 in one day, and I was like, it was only 2. But then I talked to one of my friends, and she was like, dude, it's 2. I'm like, you know what? You're right. Anything better than 0 is good. So that's great. Congrats. Congrats on that. Hold on. I think there was one more message I missed. I'm a 16-year breast. Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh, that's awesome. That is amazing. I love that. I'm so, so very happy for you. I'm glad you're still here with us. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so happy. I'm so happy for you. Being a survivor, I had to listen to my body. I've been on heavy pain. Yeah, I just bet. Hey, take care of yourself. Your body is your biggest asset. It's your biggest asset. Take care of it. Please, please, please. Yes. Okay. Okay, looks good. All right. Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm almost done with this job. Yay. And it is just now about to be 1 o'clock. Yes. Why I plan to take a press with me to pressing. Yes. You know what? There's a lady here where I'm at who seriously makes so much money doing that. It's digital printing or whatever, but like people love that. They love seeing that on, the heat press working. They get to pick the design that they want. She does that. I was right next to her as a vendor at an event this summer. For whatever reason, they put us next to each other. Whatever. But she brought her heat press, and she does that. She brings her heat press, and now she has a what is that thing? The hat version of the Cricut, so you can like press the hats. She has that now, and so I watched her like just. I was like, dude, that's cool. But she's been at other events too that I've been to, and she's always doing that. That's how she makes her money. That's how she makes her money. I'm like, hey, get it how you get it. And I went to something we have here locally is called College World Series, and it's my first time going there in like years. Just like walking around, I just wanted to see what the vendors had going on, just seeing. And I ended up running into a bunch of hat vendors there, like just hats. They were selling buku hats. They just had a hat press and was pressing it. They had patches, of all kinds. It looked like, just, a stock of different things, maybe off of Etsy or something. And people were eating that shit up, eating it up, making bank. I was like, man, you know what? That's cool. But I talked to one of the vendors there and she said, like, the fee, I think the booth fee was like at least $2,500. I was like, oh, dang. But that's not that bad, honestly, if it's because this is what? It's about a 2 week to 3 week event. So I mean 2,500 for 2 or 3 weeks, that's really not that bad. That's really not that bad at all. That is not bad. I was like, dang, all right. And they weren't even like super great. Some of the patches I was noticing weren't like high quality. That's why I was like, I think they were like, either they made them themselves or something like that. But people bought the hell out of that shit. I was like, wow. They bought the hell out of it. Yes. I thought about doing that for myself at actually that same event that I found that we were next to each other. Kind of glad that I didn't, since she was doing it there. I didn't know. I knew she was going to be there, but I didn't know they were going to put us next to each other. So that would have been kind of silly. But my press is heavy. My heat press, it's so heavy. It's ridiculously heavy, and I'm like, no. I am not. I mean, I'm strong, but I don't want to be carting around heavy stuff all the time. I just don't want to do that. That doesn't make sense for me. So yes, that's the last of this. Okay, I'm gonna drop these off today. Of course, I forgot to buy a box, and I was out all weekend. I still forgot to buy a box. I hate when I do that. Drove right by it several times. I need to know. Wait, hold on. I just need more people to know that I do that. I have two Viva 6-inch golf. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, that sounds cool. That's the way. That's way more than they charge for vendor fees. Yeah. Well, I mean, this event was like huge. Like it's huge. It's a big deal. So it's like the main event for baseball, pretty much. I guess. I don't know. I'm not a baseball fan, so I've never done it before, but I'm looking forward to. You got to do it. I think it's one of the things you're gonna get like addicted to it. You're gonna do it one time. You're like, ooh, I like that. I like that, and then you're gonna want to do it all the time, all the time. Yes. See, yeah, have him do the work. Have him do the work. That's what you do. Like you go out there and carry that. I'll go out there and press it, but you carry it. That's right. Okay. I only got like 5 more shirts to go here. Think maybe about 7. I don't remember how many larges she has here. Okay. That's great because I'm just now starting to sweat. So let's knock this out really quick. So this is a random thing. Something random I did for the first time in my life on Saturday. I did karaoke. I've never done it in my life before, ever, because I've always been like, I'm not that great of a singer. Like, you don't want to hear that. Like, you don't want to hear that, trust me. But I was with some awesome ladies, and it was out in the countryside, which was nice. And it's her property, and she had a stage set up with like a trailer. The trailer was the stage, and she was like, "Let's do karaoke." And it was like, "Oh no, I'll just watch." I don't want to do that, you know. But she was like, "No, no, no, we're here to be brave and this and that." And this is what this group of ladies do. Like we're all about pushing our comfort zones and stuff. And I should have known it was gonna be some. It was gonna be something. So I was like, "No, I don't know about that. No." But then I thought about it, and I was like, "You know what? I told myself this year was the year of yes." And so what am I running from? And I don't know, I just kind of go through that thought process for myself. And my friends are there like, "Come on, Keisha, you gotta do it." I was like, "All right, fine, but if your ears bleed, it's your fault. Like, you told me to get up here." But it was really fun after I got, through the nervousness of the first song. And they were hyping me up so much. I was like, "Y'all." But I had fun. It was great. And alcohol was involved, but I wasn't drinking. I don't drink, but it was just funny watching the other ladies, sing, and you know, it was just amazing. It was a great night. It was a beautiful night. We've had a little heat wave here. It's been the 80s. Um, so that's why I decided to throw the event outdoors. And it was a beautiful night. My dog is barking, and I don't know what he's barking at. I'm sure it's nothing. So yeah, I'm proud of myself for doing something out of my comfort zone and being brave, because I told myself, like, I will never do karaoke. That is just something I will never do. And lo and behold, I did. I did it anyway. I did it anyway. Dax, what? He don't know what he's barking at. He don't know what he's barking at. Okay. All right. Yeah, this is looking good. Wow. This is looking good. Okay. Where are you? I'm in a small town with cheap. A small town with cheap people. Well, I'm in Omaha, Nebraska, so I am. To me, it's like a small town, but they say it's a city. Whatever. I'm from Houston, so this is not a city to me. But hey, that's just my opinion. But they definitely try. They definitely try. Omaha is just, in my opinion, they're really behind on everything. Like, we're just now getting something like a streetcar. Like, everyone's had a streetcar or a train or something. We don't. It's like, dude, y'all are so behind here. But you gotta love it. It's not a bad place to live if you're looking for somewhere quiet. But there is money here. There is money here. There definitely is. I think people are just quieter about it, but there's definitely money. I'm trying to tap into it. Gotta be talking to the right people. Gotta be talking to the right people. We don't have basements here. Oh, you must be in the South, huh? Are you in the South? Because the only places I know that don't have basements is the South. But we have to have basements here because we get tornadoes. So, yay us, right? Thank you. Thank you. I'm near Savannah, Georgia, but I'm from Tennessee. It's pretty quiet here. Oh, military town. Cool, cool. Yeah, we kind of have something like that called Bellevue, Nebraska, but that's right around the Air Force Base, Offutt Air Force Base. So that's kind of the military town here. um, let's see. But thank you. I'm glad I can motivate you. I try my best, not only to try and motivate myself, but to try and help inspire others to do what they want to do. And, and going back to the karaoke thing, it was just funny because, like I said, I was so nervous, and they were hyping me up. They're like, "You were great. You're a natural. Oh my god! Like you got to go back up there." And I'm like, "No, I don't want to do it again. Like that was one and done. Like I don't want to do it again. No." But they were like practically begging me, and I was like, "Fine, okay, you know what? One more time." But the second time I did it, I was way less nervous. And I was like, okay. Then it started getting fun. Then I started having fun. So I was like, wait, I want to do another song. So I went from like, no, absolutely not getting on the stage. Like, you're out of your mind, to, I want to do another song. I want to do another song. Let me do another one. So, yeah. But it goes to show you, like, if you can just get past that initial, like, discomfort and fear, like, you can be unstoppable. And you can have fun. Be unstoppable and have fun. But it was really cool. But I posted it on my Facebook page, which was another brave thing I did, because like, how many people are gonna post themselves doing karaoke, right? That's pretty vulnerable, but I decided to do it since I was on the, you know, on a roll with it. And a lot of those ladies follow me on Facebook anyway, or they know about me. And they all found me. And they're like, yeah, Keisha. I'm like, oh my gosh. But it was cool. It was definitely cool. And I had a great night. And I definitely needed it, because I've been, like I said, I've been dealing with a lot of stress just from just working and stuff. And I needed to just pause and have some fun, blow off some steam, do something new. And I definitely did something new. Got that part right. Got that part right. But yeah, if you haven't tried karaoke, you should totally try it. And we were talking at the event, and we kind of agreed, like, karaoke is a really, like, if public speaking is something you struggle with, like, karaoke is such a great way to, like, deal with that, to overcome it. And it's gonna be a fun way to do it. Woohoo, last shirt. Um, and I could totally see that. Like, I'm not afraid to do public speaking. I just gotta know what I'm talking about. That's like my base thing. But even then, I was still nervous. I was still nervous. But I think it's a great way to do it. And there were a couple ladies there that are afraid of public speaking, and we were trying to encourage, like, go, this is a great way to overcome that and work on it, and face that fear. And they ended up shining like a light by the end of the night. They did great. So it was awesome to just see people conquer their fears, and to see myself conquer my own fear with karaoke. All right, I'm done. That was it for this one. That was it. Now I get to go get a box and pack these up. Hopefully they like them. It might be a touch crooked, but I think it'll be okay. Hopefully. If not, I'm sure they'll let me know. I'll refrain them. But I am very happy with this white. Oh my gosh, I could not be more pleased with this white. And I finally got myself, this was the new tape that I'm trying from Ryonet, as you can see. But it's a 3-inch wide tape. And cause I got tired of dealing with, like, the ink starts to ride up the sides, and it can be a pain to clean that off when you're, cleaning everything up. And so I was like, let me just get this tape. I tried it out, or I tried something like it last year at Boscation, and I liked it. So I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna do this. It's a little bit more expensive, but I used it. It's great. Cuts easy. I'm sure you could probably tear it easy. I'm not a tearer though. I like to cut. So yeah, I like this tape. I definitely do. All right, real quick, I'm gonna go turn off this flash because I'm done. I'm finished. Yay! Oh, now maybe sometime today I can actually clean up my shop. I don't know. That'd be really neat if I could do that. Let's see here. Yeah, wow. I didn't even have to use the stuff, the curable reducer. Yes. Wow. I think I'm gonna have to go back to that group that was recommending this ink and be like, guys, you were right. What took me so long? What took me so long? But I have to really change my mindset around like, you gotta buy quality stuff. If you want quality, if you want peace of mind, if you want things to work out and be easy for you, when it comes to this stuff, everything matters. You gotta spend that money. I spent $90 for this gallon, and this has been the most fun I've ever had printing white ever. Wow. What a difference. What a difference. Cool. Yes. Now I'm gonna eat brunch because I don't really do breakfast most of the time. So do you screen print at all? Or do you just do the heat press thing? Or do you do both? Well, yeah, you'd have to do both because you definitely did heat press thing. But didn't know if you also did screen printing. I don't know if I missed that. Or if you wanted to do screen printing. Yeah, all right. Okay, that's done. Yay! I'll come back and clean the rest of that up later. Because I got to get busy on some other things. Every time. Every time. I was being careful. It doesn't matter how careful you are. You go get your gun. Let me grab it. Yes. Oh man, that was amazing. Do you know T-shirt Chick? She does it. Yes. T-shirt Chick was the first person I started watching who, well, she was the first woman I started watching. I started watching when I first was looking at screen printing and like found out what it was. I was looking at a guy. He was a young guy. He was doing it in his garage, and he was my inspiration to start because I was like, man, I didn't even know you could do T-shirts like that. So, but I wanted to find women who did it, and T-shirt Chick was the first woman that I saw doing it, and I just loved it. And I was like, oh, cool, man, that's awesome to see a woman doing it. So yeah, I watched a lot of her videos. I went back and watched her older stuff. I started following her probably. I started entertaining T-shirts in 2019, so I started watching her probably about spring 2020. Actually, right around COVID. So yeah, right around the start of COVID, because that's when I got my LLC established. Was there. So thank goodness. So yeah, I watched all her stuff, and I was so fascinated by like, especially when she did the multicolor um stuff. Like I was like, man, oh, I didn't even know you could do that. That's so cool. So yeah, I spent a lot of time in T-shirt Chicks chats and watching her videos and stuff. Um, she offers classes. Yeah, I realize that, but she is very far away from me. Like, and I'm the kind of person like I need in person classes, especially back then when I didn't know what I was doing. I looked at online stuff and I was like, no, I need someone to like be there next to me going, this is wrong. This is what you're doing wrong. This is how you do it. Like I needed that. Yes, it's very interesting. It's a love hate relationship. Screen printing. It's a love hate relationship. Oh, that's okay. I mean, screen print transfers is totally fine. That's fun. Yes, Lady Print Boss is who I follow now. She's my mentor. So I went to her Bosscation thing last month, and I went to it last year. And well, those are two reasons why I'm doing what I'm doing right now. Doing it as well as I am, anyway. Because I spent, so like I said, I started in 2020, and but I didn't start screen printing or trying to do that until 20. It was either the very end of 2020 or the beginning of 2021 when I started to like test that out. I was so scared of it though, because I kept reading stuff and they're like, and like literally I went through so many months of like, okay, I finally have everything I need to do it. And then I'd read something, it's like, oh well, you actually need this. I'm like, I don't have that. Well, now I gotta wait until I get that. And so I ended up spending way more than I needed to on things I didn't really need to do it, like to get started in it. So, but it's okay. But Lady Print Boss was the first lady. Well, actually, Sin, I actually showed Sin my shop at the time. I think it was about 2021, the end of 2021. I was on live with her. She was doing like consultations or something at the time on her live. And I showed her my shop, and she was like, "You got everything you need." And I was like, "I do." I've been reading so much stuff. Like, I don't know if I have everything I need. I just keep spending money. It's like, dang, I don't know. So, but yeah, when I started talking to Latana, she got me right too, and was like, "Yeah, you got everything you need." I was watching her screen print, um, and then when she offered Bosscation, I was like, "You know what?" At the time, I was still in my corporate job. I hated it. I hated it. I worked at a bank for 8 years. It was terrible. But I was so done with it, and I was like, I want to do this. Like, I know I want to do this. Let me just spend the money to go to Bosscation. She's in Dallas. That's a 10-hour drive because I don't fly right now. Um, but I decided to drive my butt on down there for 10 hours, and it was awesome. I met some great ladies, and I got to get hands-on training like I needed, because that was really why I was there. I mean, she had everything. She had like marketing classes, sales, um, organization, AI, all that stuff. But what I was really there for was the screen printing. Like, I was like, for the love of God, help me. I am doing everything I can, and I am just like, especially with white. Me and White Ink, we've been beefing. Okay, that's why like this was such a big deal for me right now, because that's literally the easiest time I had with white from beginning to end. So I mean, wow, it just blew my mind. It's awesome. So that's the ink I'm gonna rock with, because it didn't give me no issues at all. It's amazing. So yeah, if you know Lady Print Boss, then you should next time. You know what? She's having Bosscation next year. I need for you to be there. Go to Bosscation. Even if you're not doing screen printing, you can at least see it in person. And then she teaches other stuff too. And there's people there that do heat press stuff and do the same things you're doing. You can connect with them and see if you can learn something new from them. It's great. It's all good. It's all about learning from each other. So I might just get a one screen to do some. Yes. Yeah, you could do that too. In fact, that would be something you could easily add to like your event too. So you could do like the heat press stuff, but if you want to have people like pick a design and do screen printing, it's a light setup. You don't have to worry about it being heavy. It's one screen. I mean, there's tons of those for like what, $150. You can find them used probably cheaper than that. I don't know. But it'd be easy, and it gives you practice without having something like big, and you don't have to drop too much money on it, because even with the Riley Hopkins 401, that thing's still 500. I think it's $500 for that. But you can actually buy the blue Amazon thing, the blue Amazon one for, I think that was 120. But if you don't want to spend a whole lot of money, I mean, it's totally up to you. But it's a great way to like just test it out, see if you like it. And if you're like, oh my God, I hate everything about this, you didn't spend that much money. So, and you can easily sell it. You can sell a 401 way faster than you're going to sell a bigger machine. So, yeah, people get those all the time for like hobbies on the side, all that stuff. She is a serious businesswoman. That's why I started following her, because it was like there's so many people out there that teach you screen printing, or they try to do that, but they don't teach you like the business side of it. Like they don't tell you about getting customers. They don't tell you about the emails. What's the best way to like address this? Getting in front of people. I mean, there's so many more elements to just the screen printing. That's just the printing of the shirts. We're not talking about how you get the customers to print the shirts for. We're not talking about none of that stuff, or the organization. All that stuff. So yeah, when I went to Bosscation, I learned a lot of that stuff from Latana. Most of it I learned from Latana, the lady print boss. So I would recommend her so much if people don't know her. That's why I always say, like, I'll tell people who my mentor is, because she is the reason I am doing what I'm doing today. How can I do that with burning screens? Here, I'll show you my setup really quick. Because I don't have, what did I just do with my shoes? What did I do with them? It's all right. I don't need them. But I'll show you mine. So I don't have like a big like thing with burning screens here. I just bought the light box from, it's like the cheapest one that Ryonet offers, and at the time it was 300. I think it's about 350 now. But this is what I use right here. So this is my burn setup. In fact, here, I'll just get the tripod so I can show you kind of what I do so you can get an idea. But it's super easy. And anybody could do it. If you got an extra room, a closet, it's really all you need. You don't need anything like amazing or big or. So I actually did a video on this too. If you want to watch that too, then you can see like the entire process from beginning to end. But I recommend watching that video if you are super, super interested in that. So what I kind of do, so this is the light box. It's just a light box. That's it. And I have this. This is like chair foam. You can get this at any craft store. And this is just some fleece. But this is what it looks like. It's just a box with some LED lights in there. That's it. So it works great. Now this one is I think this one is a 18 by, I'm not sure the dimensions on it. But it doesn't matter because it covers like most of a screen. So that's all you really need to know, is that it covers most of your screen. So only the pretty much the metal part of the screen is going to hang off of it. And it burns the image area just fine. So what I do is, if I have a screen on there, I put the screen on, and then I lay this inside of the screen, like the mesh part. So it sits right in there. And then I cover this. You don't even need this. This was from my old place where I had issues with like light possibly linking it in, or putting it in, or leaking into the thing. And so I needed that. But you don't even need this. You can just do some chair foam. And this is just an old pallet from my blue press. You just need a piece of wood. That's what I had. And then I just used 2 gallons of water on top of that, just to maintain that pressure so it has even contact across that screen. So I lay it on there like that. And I put the other one on, and then I expose it. And then I just reverse it. Now, I live in a townhome, so I'm in the basement, right? But my washout stuff is way upstairs, 2 flights. So I don't have it down here, but I usually just use like black trash bags. So once I'm done with the screen, I expose it. Of course, I use this light. I don't have this light on because it would expose it, but I use a yellow regular bug light. And that's what I work in. But I'll take the exposed screens, I put them in the trash bags. I double it up because those trash bags, they're kind of thin. So I double it up, and then I just carry it upstairs, make sure everything's, dark in there. And then I have another bug light lamp in the bathroom so I can see while I'm doing it. And then I wash it out. So it's super easy. And let me see here. Yeah, and this whole setup, like 350. That's it. And I think Ryonet does, what is that called? Klarna or Shop Pay or something. So there's that. But you don't even have to get this. You can find them used on Facebook Marketplace for cheaper than that, I'm sure. You can build one yourself. You just need to have LED strips in there, and put it in a wooden box. That's it. If you really want to be as cheap as possible with it. And then there's cheap ones on Amazon too. So yeah, I mean, you don't have to have anything super expensive or anything. And then as far as my dark room, this is my dark room. I got a heater, and then I keep my screens right there. So I'm going to close that because that one is not exposed yet. Um, but when I do expose it, I have all this light in here, so I just turn this light off, and then I close this window, and that's dark enough in here, even with the brightness of the sun. It doesn't bother because I grab the screen after the blinds are closed. I grab it and I just run it here, and then I close this door, and then boom, I can expose now with the yellow light on. I can see perfectly fine in here, so it's not like too dark or anything. But yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's really not a bad price. And I at the time I couldn't afford to drop like 350, like just boom. So I just did like I think it's Shop Pay that they do. I did Shop Pay, and I paid like I think it was like $80 every 2 weeks. It got me what I needed. I mean, it was hard, but I got it at the time. I needed it because before that I was trying to do the whole work light thing. I could not get that to work. I just couldn't. I could not do it. So um yeah, yeah. I always tell people like, yeah, you don't need that the exposure thing. Now I do want to upgrade my exposure unit right now, just because I want something that has a lid on it for the compression. Because this setup is good if you're doing like simple jobs, like like text or whatever. It's not a lot of detail, but I can't do halftones. I mean, there's no way I can do halftones on this thing. So and have it look good. So I need one that has a lid so I can have that compression and I can get those halftones. That's just not something that setup's going to be able to do very well. So, but yeah, for most stuff, I mean, most people are not getting halftones. Like that's a specialty kind of print. I haven't had anyone ask me for. I had one person so far out of the 2.5 years I've actually been printing and getting customers that asked me for something that was like high detail, and it wasn't even halftone. It technically wasn't halftone either. It was just high detail. So I probably could have burnt it on here anyway. But hindsight's 2020. But yeah, yeah. So unless that's something you're like looking to do, I wouldn't even worry about that. Just get something like this. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. But yeah, I'm gonna get off of here. I got some other stuff to do. It's 1:30, and I gotta pack up these shirts and get them ready to get out of here into their hands so I can move on to other tasks. This is my next order. Burton. Gotta do those. That's hoodies and t-shirts. But I will see you guys later. Have a good one, Nani. It was so good to have you. Thanks for joining me. And for anyone else that hopped in for a second, thank you for joining me. Um, it's been a while. I'll try to be better about getting on here again. It's just been busy, getting slammed right now. So, and that's a good thing. I'm happy. So yeah. All right. I didn't know that there were halftones. Yes, there are halftones. You should look into it on YouTube. Like look at halftone printing. It's really, really like specific and technical and all that. Like you got to be tight with it. It's less forgiving, especially if you have good emulsion. So I would recommend looking into that if you're really really interested in it. All right, I'm out of here. See you later. See ya. Say bye, Dex. Bye bye.